mute, mute your microphones. Save your. Well, we're going to answer throughout this. I'll go ahead and let you, but you can ask questions while I'm making the presentation. And then, as always, I'm going to need your feedback. All right. All right. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So the agenda for today. The agenda for today is going to be, why are we even talking about wholesale property, right? I want to talk about why are we even talking about wholesale property. Then I want to talk a little bit about, this is where we're going to spend most of our time, figuring the ARV, which is the after repair value, and the MAO, which is the maximum allowable offer. Get used to those two acronyms because those are key when you're buying wholesale property. We'll do a little Q&A, and then you got a homework assignment, baby. It's very, very important that you do the homework because that's how you learn them numbers, baby. Remember, we don't fall in love with them homes, baby. We fall in love with them numbers. Let's do it. So first of all, I got to say a little congratulations. Over the last 8 weeks, we had 4 people that actually graduated from Mr. Ray's Millionaire Real Estate, Minority Real Estate Millionaires, and those congratulations are going to go out to, now these people did the advanced and the foundations at the same time. Now that's hard to do. Usually I break those up, but these individuals right here, they completed it. So I'll hats off to Craig, James, Robert, and Roxanne, also known to me as The Rock. So let's talk about the congratulations. I will be sending out certificates via email this week. So you will have your graduation certificates. So let's take our hats off and let's say congratulations to these members right here. Congratulations. Now we also have another group of people that have graduated. So let's talk about them. Now, these individuals just completed the premier module that we have on Thursdays, the same module now that we're getting ready to repeat on Mondays, which is what you're going through today. So everybody on here graduated the premier module. So congratulations goes out to Brittany, to Larry, Chris, Rob, Christina, Darren, David, again, Roxanne, Don, Ken, Laura, Lila, Holly, Rasheen, Tiffany in the house. I got one more under there, Tina. So congratulations to all of those that just graduated from Premier. And a lot of them are back right now going through it again because you can't hear enough of this, all right? So what I need to know though, did I miss anybody? If I missed you, you need to text me and say, hey, Mr. Ray, I graduated and I don't see my name on that list nowhere. So make sure you get that to me. But congratulations. I know it's been tough. It's been hard. I know I put you all through the grind. And, you know, I share a lot of information. I challenge you. I'm encouraging you. I'm trying to help you to grow. And sometimes I'm not the nicest guy. I know that. My baby tells me all the time, you need to be nice. And so I'm working on my niceness. All right. So I'm going to smile more and be nicer. Mr. Ray, he's going to turn into a nice guy. All right, let's go. Let's keep it going. So let's talk about why buy real estate. What are we talking about when we say wholesale, Mr. Ray? Why are we buying property wholesale? I need to give you a couple of reasons why. Because as real estate investors, that's where we capture the value when we buy property at a discount, okay? We are here to cap you untapped value in real estate. And let me just be very clear here. Investors, real estate investors, don't really make money buying property at retail prices. If you're out there buying property off of Zillow, you know, high dollar prices, already fixed up, ready to go, I can pretty much guarantee you're not making any money as a real estate investor, right? The ability to capture equity is the name of the game in this, baby. You have to capture untapped equity by buying these properties at a discount. The goal is to find the best deal by running the numbers, baby. Fall in love with them numbers, baby. Don't fall in love with them properties. Don't buy retail. You got to buy the dirtiest, messed up trees growing up, windows broken, looks like it's falling. That's the kind of property where you're going to get what I call the value, the equity, and you're going to get the deals, baby. That's where you're going to get the deals. So let's talk about, there's, in my mind, there's really only 3 strategies when it comes to investing in real estate. The first one is the buy and hold. You know that's me, baby. I'm a bird guy, right? I buy them. That's what I do, baby. I rehab them, I refinance them, I rent them, and then I repeat the whole process. That's what we call the bird. That's where you increase wealth. That's where you build wealth for the future on the buy and hold. But there's other strategies. There's the flip. You know, there's the flippers out there. I'm in love with a flipper. The flippers are out here to harvest the equity to fund more deals, right? All they just want to keep flipping. They want to make more money. So but they do take title to the property, and the buy and hold takes title to the property. But there's one more strategy. It's the wholesale strategy. And this strategy is usually used by people who don't have any money. Say amen if you can. You ain't got no money, you're probably in this camp right here. This is the best way to get into real estate when you ain't got no capital to buy and hold, to put down a deposit, or to fund your flip, because you ain't got no money. Raising capital, being a wholesaler, is the name of the game, because you're taking no ownership. You have no ownership in the property. And so the whole key again is to buy properties at a wholesale price, whether that's 50%, 60%, 70%. If you're getting over that, you're probably spending too much, all right? So let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. We're talking about the ARV, baby. So what is the ARV, and why is it important, Mr. Ray? Well, the ARP is defined, can be defined as such. Several people define it different ways, but it's the after repair value, right? It's the value of the property after it's been improved, renovated, or fixed up. You rehab the property, you fix it up, that's the value of the property that an appraiser will come out and say, Mr. Ray, this is what this property is worth. The after repair value again, after the repairs. The ARV is that some people call it the market value of the property after it's repaired. The key is it has to be repaired. And prices are determined by what the similar houses in the neighborhood are selling as compared to that subject property. Okay? And we call those comparables or comps. And we're going to get in that today because I'm going to take you through an exercise. I'm going to show you how to do an ARV on a property. Okay? Any questions right here before I go on? We'll take a little time of any questions on anything I've said so far. Okay? Pretty much straightforward. Let's go. So I talked about comps. Comps are short for comparables, and that is what are the properties in that area selling for? That's what we call comparables, right? And so when we talk about comps, what is it, Mr. Ray, that I'm looking for when I'm looking at comps, okay? When you're looking at comps, you're looking at properties that have sold in the last 30 to 90 days. You don't want to really go outside that range. If you haven't seen any property sold in that area in 90 days, probably not a good place to buy, unless the market, like it is today, there's not a lot of supply. That would be a good thing. But for the most part, we look for properties that have sold in the last 30 to 90 days. We're looking for properties that are within 1 to 2 miles of that radius home, whatever home it is that we're talking about. We call that our subject home. That subject home, any comparable, needs to be within 1 or 2 miles of that particular property. Our subject property, when you're looking at comps, comparables, make sure they are similar in bed, bath, garage, square feet, etc. Fixed up to the same level. You know, they got granite countertops, or they have cardboard. You need to know, you need to look at that. You want to have the property because you want to compare apples to apples. You want to compare apples to oranges. And then you are looking for properties that are rehabbed up to the similar conditions, right? So if I'm selling my house and I put it on the market, but I don't do any repairs, I don't do any painting, I don't fix up the kitchen, is outdated, then when I look at that property, let's say I was going to use my house as comparable, then if I'm making the assumption about, I'm looking for houses that have not been fixed up above where mine are, okay? And I'll show you some examples here as we go through. But you're looking for houses that are repaired up to the same level as yours. If they have, again, we talk about granite counters, we talk about, ceramic tile, we talk about what type of floors they have. That's what we're looking at. You want to just mimic those properties as subject property as much as possible, okay? All right, here we go. Get your pen and pencils out now. We get ready to do this thing. Now, how are we going to figure this ARV? Well, there's several ways. You can look at Zillow, Redfin, Trulia, Realtor.com. We're going to use Redfin. I like Redfin, and so that's what we're going to use. The goal is to find 5 properties that are similar to the properties that you're trying to get the ARV for. You're going to add the values up and you're going to determine what is the price per square foot. So I'm going to show you, we're going to show you the example. I'm actually going to show you a spreadsheet. If you want to copy that spreadsheet, I'll be more than willing to share it with you. And then we're going to multiply after we find out what the price per square foot is, what those properties are selling for in that area, those 4 properties. We're going to multiply that square foot per square foot by the number of square foot of our property. All right, so don't worry about it if you don't understand what I'm saying. I'm going to walk you through this step by step and you get a chance to ask some questions. So here's a property that we're going to be looking at. I need to go out. This is my house. I need to go out and I need to find out what my property is worth right now. Okay, so just to give you some particulars about my house, we live over here on 120th. Don't come by stalking me. None of that, right? Don't be. I know where he live at now. I'm gonna get him now. Don't come over here because we have guns on site. Yes, we do. Anyway, my property is a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, 2 cars, 2,900 square feet. Okay, so I'm gonna look for properties that's in my area that's got 4 baths, at least 4 beds. 2 to 3 baths, 2 car, and similar in square footage. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so let's go figure. Any questions up to this point while I go to Redfin here? Oops, that's not where I want to go.
So now you're changing it to 5 subject homes, or you sticking with 4?
Do what now?
You sticking with 4 subject homes, or you going with 5 this go round?
No, I think we said 4, didn't we?
You just said 5 a moment ago.
We're going with 4.
Okay.
Hold on, I can't find my window here. It should be right here. Oh, I gotta make this smaller here. There we go. Get old Kim off of there. All right, so let's go. All right, so you see my my screen here? Everybody see where I'm at on the web? Is it showing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
See you.
So here we go. So all you got to do is type in on Google, go to Redfin. All right, redfin.com. This is where we're going to go to figure out comps. Okay. So in this case, I'm looking for my property. So I've had it in there. So I'm going to go search it up. So here we are. Let's see. This is the owner's view. Let's go to the public view. So this is my house. Hold on here. As you can see, this is what it looked like when we bought it. These were the pictures that were online when we bought the property. Pretty much looks the same today. This is Lila's dream home. She wanted it, she got it. It's up to me, you know where I would have been living? I had a duplex over on Rushmore. I was living on one side for free. I told her we could bust down one wall, baby, and then we could just, you know, she wasn't having it. So here we are. So anyway, so that's the property that we're going to be, that we're going to do. You say Zillow has an estimate of 280, right? We bought the property for 250 last in March 2019, right when I retired, when I bought the property, okay? So since then, well, let's see how much this property is worth. Zillow says it's worth 281. Let's go out and run the comparables and see if this property is in fact worth that. And so let me go back up. So on Zillow, there's a lot of information here. And if you haven't been out on Zillow, just go. Here are some of the recent homes that are for sale. You can kind of scroll through that and see that. All right. Let's see. And you got all kind of information on Zillow. But what I want you to do is I want you to scroll all the way down, keep scrolling all the way down until you see recently sold homes. That's what you want to look for right here, recently sold homes, okay? And then we want to open it up and we want to see all the recently sold homes in my area for this property right here, okay? That's between 252 and 340. And they say here, that properties in this area are averaging $100 a square foot. So let's see if that's true. All right, so here we go. So these are all the properties that's in my zip code in my area. What you want to do is, though, you want to go and get closer to your subject property. Okay, so let's go in here a little bit closer, and let's go a little bit closer. So my house is right in here. My property is right in here, okay? So what we want to do is we want to make sure we getting properties within this 1 mile radius of my property, right? We only want to look at properties that are in this radius, okay? Anybody got any questions up to this point where I'm at? Okay, we good? So let's hone in a little bit more and let's go ahead and see what we got here. So these properties, here's one. Let's see, my house is here. Remember, I'm over here, Northwest 120. So we got one right here that's 300K. That's this one right here. This one's 300K. Looks like it might be a good one, right? It looks similar to my house. Only is 3-bed. Mine is a 4-bed. Okay, so that's a potential. We'll see about that one. There's another one close over here. That's 275. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath. It sold in January. Just kind of look at it. You don't have very many pictures for it, so that tells me that's probably not fixed all the way up to par. Okay, those are only pictures that I see on there. So they probably didn't do any work on that one. Here's one here for $399. This one was sold March 24th, but it's a big house, right? It's 3,900 square feet. So this probably wouldn't fit our bill because it's a big home and it's a very nice home, fixed up to par, almost $400,000. You can see they went in and rehabbed this. This is a really nice home, right? So they got top dollar for this. They brought it all the way up. Very nice home. Now, we're not going to use this as a comp. Why not, Mr. Ray? Because it has 5 beds, 3.5 baths, and it's over 1,000 feet bigger than my house. So that wouldn't be a good comp. Let's look at one for $299. Here's one that sold March 11th for $299,000. Let's look at it, see what it looks like. Again, we're looking for similar properties. Looks like mine. This one's not too bad. Let's look at the kitchen. It's, it could be updated a little bit more, but it's got nice stove, nice countertops. That paint's ugly, but I'm looking for the countertops and the cabinets. The floors look pretty good. This one could be one. You can see the bathroom has got latest updated tile. Yes, so this could be one. So we look at this one. Let's look at the square footage. It's about my square footage, but a little bit bigger. So let's just keep going. There's one down here for 280. It's 2,700 square feet. It sold February. Let's see what it looked like. Not bad. See, I like to go to the kitchens and see if they've been updated. So, I mean, it's okay. It's not been totally updated, but it's a nice property. Good floor, ceramic tile, countertops. The floors are good. Fresh paint. Not a bad property. So that could be one that I could pick. It was 280, 4-bed, 2.5 bath. A little smaller than my house, but it's got potential. So what else here? There's one for 336. 336. This one looks good. It sold in February, so that's within our 30 days. 336, right around our square footage. Let's take a look at it. Very nice home. Ceramic, marble countertops, good lighting, cabinets are good. So this would be a good one. So I'm going to choose this one. This is one of the ones I want to use. You want to know why I want this one? It's got a nice price, right around my square footage, and it's got the beds and everything, right? So this is one that I'm going to put in my belly with. And I'll show you on the list here what I did. Let's look at this one over here for 335. Again, 4-bed, 3.5 baths, right around my square footage, kind of, similar to how my house is built. Yeah, this is a nice one too. So this is going to be another one. It's going to be a good comp for me. Updated, looks very nice. Stainless steel, good lighting, fireplace, nice hardwood floors. Stairs are very well done. The decor makes this house look good too. Crown molding, all those things. And the bathroom, everything is up to date in here, right? This is a nice property. That's why it's sold for top dollar. Okay. Bathroom is excellent. Good closet space. Good laundry room. That's where I need y'all staying at, doing my laundry, baby. And this is a little extra room here. So that's another good one. So I'm going to put that one in, 335. Okay. Let's go down here. Let's see. Pick up another one over here. We're getting close. Yeah, this would be a good one. Although it's 3,600 square feet, might exclude that one. Let's see this one here. 3,300. That could be a good one. It sold in February. 4.3. Could be possible. I got a lot of good possibilities here, right? So now let's go in and let's plug it into our formula and let's see what we're going to get. So let's go back to, let me show you the ones that I chose for my comparables. So as I just showed you a bunch of properties. Now let me show you the ones that I picked as my comparable so I can figure the ARV on my house. So there's one on Sudbury. It's $300,000. It's right around my square footage. And it was sold recently. So I'm going to add that one. That's one I'm going to use. There was another for 340, 3,300 square feet, 102 over on Northwest 111th. And it was recently sold also in the last 30, 60 days. We got Northwest 116th. And then the last one is going to be one. Got two on Northwest 116th. One just recently sold, and this one sold a couple months ago. So Let's go back over. Let's plug it into my spreadsheet and let's see what we get. Okay. So here's my spreadsheet. So the trick is, well, what I want you to do is notice and understand. Here's my address right here. All right. So I got 4 baths, 3 baths, 2-car garage. That's my square footage. Now, in case anybody wants to use this spreadsheet, I'm gonna highlight in green the areas that you would fill in this spreadsheet. Okay. So you would put this in the spreadsheet. You put your subject information in there. Then you would put your 4 comps right here, right? Get your comps, the address, bedrooms, the bath, the garage, the square footage, and put the price in. And then also you're gonna put in the date bought and sold. Don't fool with this right here. This is automatically gonna calculate for you, okay? So don't put anything in there. I would put that in red, okay? And then the spreadsheet's going to figure everything else for you. Okay. So here's the, it's telling you what the average is of all of those. It's telling you what the average price is for all of those. And then it's going to give you an average price per square foot. Okay. Then it's automatically going to plug that price per square foot into your subject home. And it's going to give you your ARV. And so the ARV for my property, as I have priced it today, based on those 4 comparables, is $309,000. Okay. Don't worry about the MAO yet. I ain't got there with you yet. But for now, $309,000. So you get 4 properties, right? You plug in this information, subject. It's going to spit out for you what the average cost per square foot. It's going to automatically plug it in there for you. And it's going to give you that. Okay. Any questions? That clear as mud, makes sense. This is where you're going to ask questions, because now we're going to be going to figure the MAO. I just told you how to figure the ARV and how we got there. So the question is, does everybody understand how I got that? Any questions? No questions?
Hey, Ray, this
Yeah.
is Vaughn.
Yeah,
The Redfin value that is stated on Redfin is less than what your ARV is.
Yes.
What is your explanation, or how do you project that our calculations are more than what the online states?
Well, you don't really, you shouldn't even, I'm telling everybody right now, Redfin, Zillow, all those are our estimates, right? That's all that is. So don't look at that as your gospel. The gospel is going to be the actual, when the guy comes out to do the appraisal, when he gives you official appraisal, that's the gospel right there. So my numbers could be high, they could be low. Anybody, I mean, the bank's going to have appraiser that's going to give you a different number. If you go to any real estate agent, they will give you a different number than what I got here. So it's all a matter of the comps that you pick. I make sure I keep my comps, again, make sure it's close to your subject property in the same neighborhood, same time frame of being sold, and that it has like fixtures, that it has like rehab up to the point where it's rehabbed up to, all those things. And that's the best you can do. So you're always going to see some differences, Vaughn. Always going to be different. Your goal is to get as close as you can to what you believe that appraiser is going to have.
Got it.
So any other questions? And if you want, anybody wants this spreadsheet, make sure you text me and I will send it to you. Questions? Well, we get ready to move on.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it better for us to get our own appraiser?
Well, it just depends. What's the purpose of the appraisal? Well, what are you doing?
The
Are you a flipper? You a wholesaler? Who are you?
wholesaler.
Who am I speaking with?
Courtney.
Courtney. Welcome, Courtney. Courtney is brand new to the team. Everybody, welcome Courtney. He's a young man out of North Carolina, about 23 years old, and he's looking to get into wholesaling. So I brought him on board to mentor him a little bit. So ask the question again now, Courtney. What's your question?
So as far as like having an investor come out and pretty much get it appraised, will it be better for us to have like the appraisal already beforehand?
No. If you're a wholesaler, you're not going to get this property appraised. And neither
Oh, okay.
neither is the guy that's neither you. This is if you're a wholesaler, it's all cash transactions, got to happen within 7 to 10 days. Appraisals ain't going to happen. That's why you have to figure your own ARV.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you only get appraisals if you're buying a home to live in, or if you're buying it to keep it for buy and hold or something, or if you're going to flip it. Now you might, but you're only going to get it appraised once you right before you flip it.
Okay, bet.
Who else? What else you got? Anybody else got any other questions? So
I have a question, Ray. Mr. Ray, I have a question.
yeah.
So a guy presented me with an opportunity to buy 4 houses in a small town. How can I run the comps on the houses that he's presented to me?
You can go on
I
Redfin.
can't find them on Redfin.
You know the addresses?
I have each address. I do.
You can do the same calculation on each one of those addresses and get the ARV for it.
Okay.
If you have any issues, just let me know, and you give me an address, and I'll run at least one of them for you and show you
I
what
appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions? Clear as mud. This is key right here. This is key. This is where the money is made, ladies and gentlemen. You got to know what that property is going to be worth when you fix it up. Or you're not going to fix it up if you're a wholesaler, but when it's fixed up, you got to know what that property is going to be worth by knowing what everything is selling for within that 1 or 2 mile square area. All right, let's keep going. I'll give you a chance to ask some more questions later. All right, so now we know we know how to figure an ARV, and I'm gonna give you a property at the end of this. You guys are gonna figure the ARVs, and we're gonna see how close you get. All right. So now let's go to the maximum allowable offer. Mr. Ray, what is a maximum allowable offer? So the maximum allowable offer looks like this. It is the percentage of the ARV. Remember, we just figured the ARV, the after repair value, minus the cost, minus the fee that you as a wholesaler is going to charge on that transaction. So the ARV less the cost, less the fee that we're going to charge. That's going to give us a maximum allowable offer. So let's assume with my house, right? We just figured the ARV for my house. I told you my ARV was $309,000, right? We figured that. I gave you some good comps. I'm pretty confident that's what it's worth. Now we take that 309,000, we multiply it by 0.75 to give us 75% of the ARV. That's the rule. We call this the 75% rule. When you're looking to be a wholesaler, you got to use this rule because this is what flippers and buy and hold people like myself use, right? Because we can finance 75% of the property. And then also on the flipper side point, he wants to make sure he gets at least 25% return on his money, okay? That's why we use 75%. So in this case, 75% is 232,000. Let's assume that the property needs 10,000. My property needs 10,000. I'm gonna put it on the market. So I'm just gonna put some paint on it. You know, I'm gonna change a few of the fixtures. I might change a few, you know, no more than $10,000. All I need to get my house to get top dollar if I want that 309,000. If that's the case, now me as a wholesaler, I'm going to add my $10,000 fee in there because I want to make a minimum of $10,000 on every house that I sell. That's kind of a minimum that we use in the wholesaling business. Say I at least want to make 10,000. You want to make more, but a minimum you want to make is 10. So using that formula now, and here I can get my maximum allowable offer. I take my 232, I minus my repairs, minus my fee that I want, and I'll say, Mr. Ray, I can only offer you $212,000. That's the maximum that I can offer you cash for that property. All right, any questions on maximum allowable offer? Mark this down. This is what you're gonna need to know. Now I'm gonna post this video later so you can go back and get it. But for right now, if you want to write it down, here it is. If not, then you can look at the video. I'll try to have it posted tomorrow morning. Any questions? Y'all good at this. Y'all got this down. This is easy, Mr. Ray. We got this, MAO. All right, well, let's put it all together then. Let's go back. Now let's go back to my same example, my same spreadsheet. So now, I got my ARV because I plugged in my 4 houses. I got my average times my square footage gave me my ARV. Now I went in and I subtracted. That's not what I wanted on that. I subtracted my 10,000 and subtracted my assignment fee. Now this is the maximum offer that I can offer on this property if I were a wholesaler. Any questions? This spreadsheet, like I said, I'll give you this spreadsheet. You just text me you want this spreadsheet, I'll email it to you. Remember, just plug in where you see the greens, only where the green is, and it'll give you the answers, right? Because these are already be there for you. Now you can change this and you can get, let's say the repairs were 25,000. Right? Now your maximum allowable offer is only 197. Let's say you wanted to make a $20,000 assignment fee. Now your maximum allowable offer is only 187. You see how that works? Any questions? Let's see. Yeah, I'm making too much sense. I know I got a lot of the Premier people. You've already been through this, so it makes perfect sense to you. All right. So let's go back. Whoops. Let's go to, let's make that screen big. Hold on just a second.
Are you gonna break down the nitty gritty of basically what you're looking for inside of a property as in reference to comparables in a sense?
Did I do that? Did I not do that? You're looking for what the floors look like. You're looking for the countertops. You're looking for ceramic tile. You're looking for the same type lighting. That type of stuff. Is that what you're talking about, Don?
Something like that. Basically, when we went through the first class, I think a couple of people stumbled on the fact of, they were going a little lower in price of houses. They were just looking for 3-bedroom, 2 baths instead of what would bring in the real money. You want to find good deals. You look for better houses. Instead of just looking for, it has similar features.
Right. You're looking for stuff that's top of the line, because basically when these flippers and when these buy and hold guys, they're looking to take them up top of the line. So your goal is to get properties that are light, that are very nice properties that are built up, not some that people just put a little paint out there, and think they get top dollar for. Does that kind of answer your question, Don? Maybe I'm not answering it right.
No, that answered it. I was just trying to help the other ones out when they're looking for comparables to find top shelf.
All right. Anybody got any other questions? So that's the maximum liable offer. So here's your homework. Ready for some homework? Here we go. So your homework is to find the ARV and the MAO for this property right here. This is a property I own that I'm getting ready to actually get a line of credit on it, and so I just got a recent appraisal on it. So I want to see where you guys come in on the appraisal. This is 317 Northwest 85th, Oklahoma City. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1 car, about 1,000 square feet. Whoops, that's not 100,000 repair. Hold on. I don't want to. I meant to say 10,000 repair. All right, do that again. Do that again. So it's only 10,000. Let's assume it only needs 10,000 repair, and we're going to do an assignment fee of 10,000. So here's the address. Write it down. I'll post this video. If you're unable to write it down, maybe you're driving and you're listening. But 317 Northwest 85th, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1 car, 1,000 square feet. Assume that we're going to have 10,000 in repairs, and we're going to need a $10,000 assignment fee on this property. That's your homework. The homework is due by Friday. You need to mail it to me and also to Darren. Okay, is Darren on here tonight?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Darren's going to compile the list into a spreadsheet, and then we're going to see how you guys did next week. So send it to me and to Darren. All right, here's our email. Again, I'm going to post this video, so you'll be able to go back and look at it. If you're unable to, you can go back and you can see exactly what I did. I can walk you through the same process that we just did. You can stop it, you can rewind it, you can look at everything I just said to make sure you get it right. And you get the homework and you get the email that you send it to. All right? Any questions? It's about time, baby. It's 7:47. It's about time for the chicken, baby. The chicken about to go down. Any other questions before we close out tonight? All right, turn on your videos if you can, if you're able. Let everybody see who you are and what you look like before we close this thing down. That's if you want to. Don't turn your video on if you ain't dressed and you ain't good. We want to see only those that are good. All right, y'all being shy today. All right, well, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all better get that homework done, though. I better see that homework. I better see you in that close. Now, Mr. Ray is gonna run these comps also himself, and we're gonna see how close. I'm the standard, baby. I'm the gold standard. So whatever I say, that's what it's gonna be. So we gonna, oh, Mr. Ray, your comp. Nah, Mr. Ray's right, baby. I've been in this business over to how many years you been in it? That's what I thought. So we going with my numbers, baby. All right, any questions, any comments? We get ready to close up, get on out of here, and make sure you get the homework in by Friday. Okay? Okay, Daddy, okay. Hey, I love you guys. Want to say a shout out, special shout out to the DA and everything that happened in Minnesota out there. We got what I believe is the right outcome. And so, you know, I just think it's just one of those things that we just want justice, baby. That's all we want. We don't want nothing else. All right, let's go, baby. Let's get ready. I will see the platinum members. I will see you on Thursday. Let's go, baby. Let's go get that money. Run them numbers, baby. Fall in love with them numbers.